Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Double Trouble. I put my new team in, not this one, a different one. Showdown actually has ORAS battle spot going, so I've been playing around on that, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like the way my original team was planned out. Not this one, the next one that was coming. Wasn't so great, and I was checking it out, and I made some corrections, and I'm still having trouble getting a 5th Mon, or a 6th Mon, but I actually just tried out Bisharp, and so far it's working pretty well. Gives me a bit of a ground weakness. I have no immunities to ground, which is really unfortunate, but I have Tangrowth, and Tangrowth kinda eats up ground type attacks all day, so I don't know if it's that big of a deal. I don't know, we'll see. So it looks like my opponent has Lucario, what's this thing called? Oh my god. Tyranitar, I can't believe I forgot that. Charizard, Garchomp, Zapdos, and Blastoise. So I'm thinking Altaria is a pretty solid lead. So I'm going to start off with Altaria, although Venusaur could actually do really well against this team, I think. No, not really. So I'm going to bring Altaria. I'm gonna bring Cresselia. I'm gonna bring Ferrothorn, and I think I'm gonna bring Tyranitar. That Ice Punch is gonna be pretty useful, I think. Yeah. So that's that. Really, we'll see what happens here. I think I know who Masaki is. I think that person's from VGC. I'm not sure. I might be thinking of someone else. Might possibly be thinking of someone else. But it is from Florida, so I can't say if I know for certain. So we get the sand up. I do have my weather ability, Cloud 9, but that doesn't really matter too much to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Mega Evolve. I'm going to go straight for a Hyper Voice. Now, is that something that I really want to do? That's the thing. I'm not really sure. I don't think Zapdos can really hit my Altaria really hard. So I'm not really too concerned. I'm more concerned about Tyranitar carrying Ice Punch, but at the same time, it could be one of those Tyranitars where he just attacks my Cresselia. So I'm just going to Mega Evolve and go for Hyper Voice. I think that's probably my best bet, and I'm going to go for Trick Room. I think I should survive, double Onslaught, Thunderbolt, and Crunch, although he could possibly be Fling, which means that would hurt me a lot more, and it could be Life Orb or, whatever it is. So he does crunch my Cresselia as I thought, but judging by that damage, yeah, I'm gonna assume you're not banded, because that probably would have done a little bit more if you were banded. And Hyper Voice is actually a 2-hit KO on Tyranitar. Holy hell, that is beautiful. So judging by the damage it did to Zapdos, I'm thinking a Helping Hand would take it out. So I'm going to do Hyper Voice again. I'm going to go for a very nice and powerful Helping Hand, and we'll see how well that does. That should take both of them out. Hopefully, I really hope so. Definitely the Tyranitar, which means... yeah, cool, beautiful. This is why I like Helping Hand. This is why I think Helping Hand on Pokemon with spread moves is probably one of the strongest ways to play Trick Room. You can just spam a move, and it doesn't matter if you resist it, they'll go down at some point. And that's why I love Charizard and Camerupt and Altaria for this, because they do really well for that. So it looks like we've got Lucario here, who I think is probably not going to Mega. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double attack it, although he could potentially... Well, yeah, I'm going to double attack it just in case if he's not Focus Sash, which I think he might possibly be. But he's got this Charizard, and I do have my Tyranitar in the back, so him Mega Evolving now is actually going to help me really well. Because I'm also using Flamethrower, in case you guys didn't know. So he protects with the Charizard. That's completely fine by me. I did not attack you. And he does go for Bullet Punch onto the Altaria. Okay, good. So I definitely survived that, and Lucario is definitely going down this turn. He is Focus Sash, and this is why I double attacked him, because I sort of figured it would be Mega Charizard Y. No one really runs regular Charizard. There's really no reason to. I love Charizard, don't get me wrong, but it is very outclassed by its Megas. The only way it's not outclassed is if you get... I'm just going to go for Dragon Pulse and Psychic. I don't have to worry too much because I do have Tyranitar in the back. Excuse me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the only way... Oh wow, that does nothing. The only way Charizard outclasses Charizard Y is if you can get it with Solar Power in the Sun. But at that point, usually your Sun Setter is Charizard Y, so you'd have to run it next to like a Ninetales or like something with Prankster Sun, and at that point it's just not worth it. So I'm going to bring in Tyranitar here. That's pretty much game right there. I can take it out with a Dragon Pulse, I believe. Trick Room is still up, I believe, but it doesn't matter because we got rid of the Sun. And that's sort of one of the reasons why I brought Tyranitar. Tyranitar would have been able to clear the Sun. So I'm going to go for Dragon Pulse again, and I'm going to go for Rock Slide. He's probably going to forfeit because there's nothing he can do. Exactly. Beautiful. Sweet. And that's why I like this team. It really does handle weather very well. That Charizard cannot touch Altaria. It did a little bit more damage than I thought it would, but still obviously not enough. And I still had a turn left to Trick Room, so... Even if I didn't have a turn left for the Trick Room, he had nothing for that Tyranitar. Unless he was carrying, like, Focus Blast, which... I don't think most of them usually run, so I don't think I'd really have to worry too much about that. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens in this next battle. But, yeah, I mean, really, I really like the capabilities of this team. It's really bulky. I love when things are bulky. Venusaur is basically a backup plan because I don't really like bringing Altaria in against rain teams. Simply because, you know, they all carry Ice Beam, and it's just not great. Although some rain teams do have not Ferrothorn, what am I saying? Well, yeah, Ferrothorn definitely, because that leaves me open to Altaria. Although, you know, really, the cool thing about the double Mega there is that both of them can kind of work outside. You know, if we have a Ferrothorn in the rain, I could easily come in with regular Altaria, clear the rain, and then go for Flamethrower. So it's a give and take, and that's why I kind of like these dual Megas. There's not a lot of Megas out there that you can have double of, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, this team looks really familiar, sans the Landorus. I feel like this is like the first Sun team I ever made. I didn't make it, I borrowed it from Nugget Bridge and I turned it into something else. Interesting. So we've got Venusaur, Charizard, Aerodactyl, Zapdos, Landorus, and Aegislash. Now, he's got 3 potential Megas, but I think it's safe to say his main Mega will be Charizard Y. So with that in mind, I do believe my best bet would be to start off with Cresselia and Altaria. Probably not Mega Evolve with Altaria the first turn if he does start off with Charizard. This way we can actually kind of just clear the Sun for a turn, and the Venusaur won't get the speed boost. Well, it wouldn't get the speed boost to begin with. Either way, you guys know what I'm saying. And when we Mega Evolve, we can get that speed, we can get that Flamethrower boost and take out Venusaur. So I think that's my solid lead. Now the question is, who do I use next? I think Tyranitar is going to be pretty useful in this battle. If that Aegislash is not carrying Sacred Sword, we could handle it really well. We can handle Aerodactyl really well. That kind of leaves Zapdos and Landorus. Zapdos I can kind of handle somewhat with Tyranitar, so that leaves Landorus. I think Ferrothorn is probably my best for Landorus, so we're going to go with that. I think I'm going to switch up the Ferrothorn move pool. I don't really like Gyro Ball that much. I kind of want to use Seed Bomb. And Seed Bomb will let me beat other Ferrothorns. As random as that is, it does happen sometimes, and that should let me beat other Ferrothorns because I won't be making physical contact. So he starts off with the double legendary. Again, you know, not a really big thing. I do believe Landorus gets knockoff, but since it's not stab, I'm pretty sure I can survive it. A lot of things get knockoff now. So I'm going to go straight for that Trick Room. I really don't think he's going to attack the Altaria this turn, so I'm just going to Mega Evolve and Hyper Voice. I won't be able to clear the Sun if he does end up bringing it in for the Venusaur, but I'll have my Trick Room up at that point, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. We'll see what he does. I really do believe there's no possible way for him to take out my Cresselia outside of double attacking it and getting like at least one crit. That's why I love Cresselia. Both Cresselia and Aromatisse are, in my opinion, the best Trick Room setters because pretty much nothing can take them out in one hit. Literally. So he goes for U-turn. We'll see by the damage what he is. No life orb damage. I want to say because of that damage you're banded. I want to say that. I don't know if that's true, but we'll see what he brings in here. Aegislash. Okay, so that's not bad. And he goes for Hidden Power, so that's going to be Ice. And I love this new... Well, that does good damage, actually. Oh, you're a Life Orb, so you're, like, fully offensive. Okay, interesting. Oh, wow, that did a lot. Oh, that was a crit, that's why. So we get the Trick Room off. Now, the question is, he does have that HP Ice. Is he going to Shadow Ball my Cresselia? Who do I have in the back? I do have Tyranitar and Ferrothorn. I think my best bet would be put Tyranitar in over Cresselia and Ferrothorn over for Altaria, because I'm assuming he might switch out. That's a possibility. Hopefully he doesn't. Don't like when that Intimidate hits me. Really don't. And if he does go for Flash Cannon against Altaria, which I'm well, he did predict the Trick Room, good for him, but I think I can still beat him out there. So I get the Ferrothorn. Let's hope he doesn't have Charizard in the back, because I don't think my Altaria wants to switch in. Although we do have Trick Room up, so if he does switch it in, it's not that big of a deal. We lose one turn because of the double switch, but that's fine. Detect. Interesting. Okay, so Detect. Stance change. What are you going for? Do not Flash Cannon my Tyranitar. Shadow Ball. Onto the Ferrothorn. Okay, so that's not something I predicted, but it still worked out well in my favor. I think my best bet would be to go for Rock Slide here. And since I am a Tyranitar, he's probably going to King Shield, so I'm going to Leech Seed the Aegislash. I think that really is my best play. I really don't know sometimes, but he's probably going to King Shield. Most people are really, really predictable with their Aegislashes, and those that are not predictable are probably the most dangerous. So we'll see. Now the thing is, I don't think Tyranitar outspeeds in Trick Room Aegislash. I have yet to actually do speed tiers for this, which is something that I got into, you know, for the actual competitions, and I learned that it's actually really good. So he does go for King Shield. We got that perfectly. I went for Rock Slide because, you know, maybe there's a slight chance that he wouldn't. Now, if I miss because of that, I'm going to be really upset. But so far, so good. Everything we thought happened. Protected, and we don't miss. Okay, good. So Zapdos is down. I'm just gonna situate myself a little bit better. Now the question is, can my Ice Punch at -1 take out the Landorus, because he's most likely going to be bringing that in, and that's the problem. But if he doesn't bring it in, then if he does bring it in, he can't really effectively go for Earthquake, because he does have the Aegislash on the field. So if he brings in, say, Charizard, which would be a really bad position, I think that would be a really bad idea, because we do still have the Trick Room up. We have one more turn left, I believe. I lost track of time and dimensions. So he does bring in the Charizard. Now that begs the question, are you going to protect? Because I could take this opportunity to either crunch... No, you know what? I'm going to Rock Slide. He knows it's coming, though. That's the thing. I think that's probably my best play, really. I could Worry Seed the Aegislash so he can't King Shield. Well, he can still King Shield, but No, I don't think I can get rid of King. I don't think I can get rid of Stance Change. You know what? Should I just do it? Because Ferrothorn will go first. I'm gonna try, because if we can get rid of his Stance Change. Okay, so he does Mega Evolve. Is he going to Protect? And if he does Protect, what is he gonna do next turn? So I'm really curious to see. This might have been a really bad play. Oh, he goes for Wide Guard! Oh, this was a really bad play. That's fine, though. That's fine. I think we can still kind of come back from this. Wait, Worry Seed didn't work. Okay, so that's good to know. Actually, he does literally nothing to that Tyranitar. Literally nothing, so I'm fine with that. What I could probably do here, he still has the Landorus in the back, so I want to keep my Cresselia kind of alive. Cresselia can probably handle it. What I'm going to do here, he has to basically go for Wide Guard, so I'm going to protect with Tyranitar, and I'm going to go for Flamethrower onto the Aegislash. I should survive a Heat Wave. He might be really smart and go for Solar Beam on... Well, Solar Beam on Altaria probably won't take me out. But I'm going to go for Protect here because I'm just really hoping he either goes for Solar Beam. He goes for Stance Change. What are you doing? Oh, wait! Oh, we still have Trick Room up! Oh, so then I played that really well! How do we still have Trick Room up? I thought that was the last turn. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Hidden Power Ice Charizard! That's something new! That is something new. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, I do have this Cresselia. Kind of have to go for Trick Room. But he has the Landorus. Can I take an Earthquake? Because he has no reason not to go for Earthquake. Should I try for a double Protect? If I do... Oh, here's the thing. I don't know if I can one-hit KO Landorus with an Ice Punch. And I'm pretty sure he's got two different ways to take out my Tyranitar. He probably has Solar Beam. He has Hidden Power Ice, which is definitely a different concept than normal. You don't really see Hidden Power Ice Charizard. So, I don't know what to do. I'll be quite honest with you. If I get the double protects, Cresselia could probably go down. If I get the Ice Punch off and he doesn't go for Solar Beam, there's a solid chance that I could win. But I think his main goal is getting rid of that Tyranitar, and I think he's going to try and double attack me. So I have to try for the double protect, and I have to go for Trick Room. I think that's literally my only option. It failed. Okay, damn. And he goes for Superpower. So yes, that was my only option. And I think I lost this game because of that. But it's not a big deal because it's not over yet. It's not over yet. If I can get this Trick Room up, we'll see how much this Heat Wave does. Fire Pledge. So you're running... That's bizarre. Well, that's game because I can't... Well, he lost his attack. That is true. Well, I don't think Cresselia has enough attack to one-shot a Mega Charizard. I'm gonna try. But I don't think I have the capabilities of doing that. Only base 75 special attack. Not even close. Okay, so that was the game. That was the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys at the next episode. Peace.